Hi everyone, it's Shannon. I am back. So, we've been on this journey of trying to make ourselves better people, trying to make better decisions financially, health-wise, weight-wise, relationship-wise, and just to make ourselves feel better too. I just ended a really long work day. I left my house at 6:30 this morning. It is 3:51 and I still have about an hour and a half of a drive home. This is not usual. This is just like a off week where I'll be doing this all week. So on my way up, I've been listening to some podcasts, and normally I'm a Dave Ramsey girl. That is what I listen to. But this time, don't ask me how, I started watching some zero waste podcasts. They're not podcasts. I'm just learning this. They're vlogs, which I didn't know what that word meant because, let's be honest, I'm 40, not 20, which is fine, but I feel like when you're 40, which is not old, nope, not middle-aged, nope, you have kids and you're married, at least some people, if not, it's probably your career or your passion or whatever it may be, your life just becomes bogged down. And unless you're a tech person, you probably, like me, let all of that stuff just go by the wayside, which is what I've done. So anyway, back on point. I've been watching these vlogs, and actually I wasn't watching them, I was listening to them because I was driving, and that's how we do it safely. But some of them really resonated with me. I just love the idea of doing better. And that's everything. That's money, that's weight, that's mental, that's spiritually, it's emotional, it's any way that makes you feel like a better person that is also helping the greater good, right? So, a long time ago, I'm going to say 2 years ago, maybe almost 3, I went on this kick of, I am going to go green. Everything's going to be green. I spent hundreds of dollars at this actually great company, though. They're called Unpackaged. They're out of Brooklyn, New York. They ship. They are amazing. So I ordered a ton of stuff from them, like the dryer balls that you just put the essence on and, you throw them in the dryer. Reusable Swiffer pads, which I didn't have any success with, so they kind of went by the wayside. Got a couple other things from there, and quite frankly, I don't know what they were. No, I don't know what they were. From Etsy, I got some reusable, they're like these cloths. I don't know, they're amazing. I've just begun using them instead of paper towels. Now, remember, we're fast forwarded 2-3 years from when I'd gotten these things. So, in the meantime, I had another baby, which any of you who have a baby know that babies are a lot of work. You barely sleep. And if you're like me and you went back to work 6 weeks, 2 months after your baby was born, it's just a little chaotic. So, which I wouldn't change a thing. Don't get it twisted. My babies are the best thing I've ever done. But anyway, here we are. I have a problem staying on task. I think my mind is just always going in so many directions, and I'm always trying to squeeze so much into so little. For example, right now I'm doing this in a Barnes & Noble parking lot because there's not normally a Barnes & Noble near me, and I had a gift card, which wasn't mine, it was my daughter's, so I came up here to buy her some books with her gift card. We got some really good books. But I also spent extra money and got myself and my husband some books and our son. I love books. I love the feel of them. I love the way the pages turn and the smell, and I love everything about a book. And again, off topic. So if you, like me, can't stay on topic and you just want to see someone else crazy in life, trying to make better decisions, trying to do better, then this is your channel. So here's why I'm making this video. So yesterday I decided, I am going to try my best to adopt not a zero waste life, because for me, I don't know if that's really realistic at this moment. But I am going to try my best and challenge myself to adopt a less waste life, because I don't know about where you are, but where I am, the weather has been crazy. I'm talking tornadoes. I live in Jersey. We don't get tornadoes, and we've had a lot lately. So tornadoes, the rain, the wind, and I always joke around and say, like, Mother Nature is pissed. So for me, I am obsessed with the ocean. I grew up near the ocean. I've always had access to the ocean. At no point in my life have I ever lived more than 1 hour away from the ocean. It is my happy place. It is my zen. Just putting your feet in the sand and watching the waves, you really get a perspective on how big this world is and just how cool it is to slow down for a minute, especially for someone like me who, as you can tell, is just woo-woo all over. So I saw this picture, it was a video, of a sea turtle who had a straw stuck in his nostril from our pollution. It's hard for me. I am a convenience, on the go, give me what I need, quick kind of person. My 3-year-old literally tells me to walk with a purpose. Do you know why? Because I've said that to her so much that at 3, when I'm walking slowly with my son, who's just learning to walk, she turns and says that to me. So, one, I'm happy she says it. Here's where I'm at. I'm like a two-sided coin. I'm happy she says that. I want her to walk with a purpose. I want her to do things with a purpose. When she speaks, I don't want long pauses in between what she's saying. And I want her life to be intentional, and I want her to understand that that doesn't mean that you can necessarily la all through life. The other side of me wants her to be a better person than me and be able to stop and relax and take a moment and not stress and maybe not walk with a purpose, just kind of glide. So I'm trying to figure out the happy medium. Anyway, back to what's happening. So I saw this sea turtle with the straw, and I love a straw. My daughter loves a straw. We love straws. So then I was watching these vlogs, or listening to them, however you want to say it, and I thought, some of this stuff I can do. I already have. Oh, that's what I bought from that unpackage, was produce bags. Because a lot of these videos talk about zero waste, meaning like you don't have anything extra. So when you go and you get your produce, you put it in a produce bag instead of getting all the packaging that you then have to throw away. Fun fact, not really fun, sad fact, is that I learned in one of these videos that because people throw away their food scraps, which I do, totally guilty, that a carrot can sit in a landfill for over 20 years and not biodegrade because of all of the other crap that it's surrounded with. Scary fact number 2 that I've learned in the last 2 days is toothbrushes take forever to go away. So I did just order some bamboo toothbrushes from Amazon. We're going to see how they are. I'm going to show them to you guys as I get this new stuff. So here's kind of trying to bring this back on task, which I'm not always good at. I went out yesterday when I decided I was going to do this, and zero waste is about using what you have. The buzzword that I keep hearing is a circular economy, which I like the idea of it. We don't buy new, we kind of use what we have. For me, I love the sound of it. I don't know how overall realistic it is to stick with it, so I'm gonna try it. And listen, I love the way it sounds. If it works and I can do it, I'm all for it. Remember, my bachelor's is in business though, so I think that's where I have the rub, I'm like the quintessential consumer. I like to buy things. I like new things. I like things that weren't worn before or used. I'm a bit of a germaphobe, so I'm super big on like clothes. I don't buy them secondhand. I'll get them on sale, but I don't buy them secondhand. So anyway, yesterday I decided I was going to do this. I listened to all these vlogs. My commute this morning took me 2.5 hours, and that is what I did for the 2.5 hours, was listen to these vlogs. So yesterday, when I got finished, I went out because, again, I'm not usually in this part of the state, and they have some cool things up here that aren't necessarily near me. So I went to a bulk food store. Awesome, right? I'm gonna make some oats. I'm gonna do these overnight oats. I never did the overnight oats, but I did go buy them from the bulk store. The bulk store was awesome. I'm gonna do a whole tutorial about that. But what's funny is I am sitting in a bulk store because I've decided I'm gonna be zero waste, putting bulk rolled oats into a plastic bag, and not just that, I'm putting a tie around it. Hypocrite? Maybe. So that wasn't bad enough. I then leave there and I go to a local, I'm going to call it a discount store, but they have some really cool stuff. So I went there. I spent $160 on all of these glass canisters because glass really is sustainable. And I'm not trying to mock this movement at all. I'm just being realistic and telling you what's going on in my head and how hard it is for me to grasp doing this. I love the idea of it. I hope I follow through and I can stick with it because I think it would be a really good thing to pass down to my kids and to other generations. Because no matter what you believe, the bottom line is we are not helping this earth and we only get one. So, spent $160. I got a whole bunch of glass canisters. I got some new super clean like cups for the kids that they can use. They were really cool and the kids were super excited about them. I just got a ton of stuff, and then I went out and nobody has a grease marker. None of the craft stores near me had a grease marker. So I go into our local office supply store here, which is a chain, and I say, I'd like a grease marker. And they look at me like I'm crazy. So I'm like, you can write on glass with it, you can erase it. Now I know everyone in these vlogs uses this because I watch them. The guy was super nice, super helpful. He actually went and looked it up, and apparently I'm old. Not middle-aged, just old. It is now called a China marker. It is no longer called a grease pencil. So if you are looking for them and you do decide to adopt this lifestyle, or at least try and incorporate some of it into your life, they are called China markers. Fun fact. That's really a fun fact. So today, I had no time to do anything yesterday. By the time I got done doing all that with the commute, it was almost 8 o'clock by the time I got home. So tonight it is 4:04 currently. I will be getting home with traffic probably closer to 6, if I'm honest. And my goals are to wash all of the glass containers, make the overnight oats, soak some chickpeas, because guess what? I didn't know you had to soak them. I've never bought bulk before. So this morning I thought, I'm gonna make some brown rice and I'm gonna have some chickpeas. Nope, you have to soak them. So this channel is about being better. Just doing better. So what we are going to focus on is all of my mishaps so that you don't make the same mistakes I do. Hopefully you'll get some tips and tricks, and maybe you'll see, 2 things that you like that you think you can incorporate into your life. Every little bit helps. I'm a firm believer in doing better and being gracious and grateful. Thank you for watching. Please watch my next video.